Hey, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Jay, and this is Here We Bloom, and I'm excited today, but I'm also nervous because I am doing my first astrology video. I am definitely a baby astrologer, if you can call somebody who has been looking into astrology for like 10 years a baby. I'm still a baby as far as I'm concerned. So I'm a baby astrologer, but I'm so excited to finally be able to have enough knowledge to make this video, because I've been wanting to do something like this for a very long time, but astrology kind of went over my head. I'm a tarot reader, which you all know. So enough with the talking. Let's go ahead and get into the energies. We are reading the energies, not reading. See there? Look at me. We are going over the astrology for the week of May 29th to June 3rd. I know that there is a full moon between June 3rd and June 4th. I'm not including that transit in this video. I plan on making a separate video about that transit, and we're going to pull oracle and tarot cards and go in depth into that full moon. It is a full moon, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Today, May 29th through June 14th, we have Venus opposing Pluto. So Venus is going to be in 22 degrees Cancer. Pluto is in 0 degrees of Aquarius. Venus is falling in the 4th house with Cancer, and Pluto is in the 10th house with Aquarius. So Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and I have my handy dandy notebook. I'm looking down, okay? Venus is the planet of love, beauty, attraction, harmony. Cancer is emotional, intuitive, cardinal. It's a water sign. It's empathetic, nurturing, and it is the I feel sign. And then we have the 4th house, which is the house of home, parents, our roots, our inner and emotional security, and it is I nurture. Now Pluto, we have, this planet is a planet of power, transformation, compulsion, destiny, renewal, and the depths of life. Falling in Aquarius, the sign of the revolutionary, the creative, the social, I guess you're saying social butterfly. Aquarius is observant, inventive, humanitarian, abstract, inquisitive, and unpredictable. And it is the I know sign. The 10th house is the house of our reputation, our career, long-term goals, public image, status, and it is the I achieve house. So oppositions are more of a negative aspect, but I don't see this as negative. Like, I see this as just what we have to work with. And what I got from looking at these planets, the signs, and the houses is that this is going to be opposition between what and how we feel versus what and how we know. Like what we know, how we know it, what we feel, and how we process those emotions, okay? So your heart might be in one place and your mind might be in another, and it is going to be the reconciliation of those two opposites, how you feel and what you know. There's also going to be opposition between where we've been versus where we're going, and the friction and conflict that comes with that transformation and that journey. I see opposition between what we want and what we need, and also opposition between what others want for us versus what we want for ourselves, and what others need from us versus what we need from ourselves, and even vice versa. Okay, so what you want from others versus what they want from themselves, and what you need from others versus what they need from themselves. All those aspects can come into play between May 29th and June 14th. On June 2nd, okay, June 2nd, there's going to be a T-square between Jupiter, Venus, and Pluto. Okay, we just went over Venus and Pluto. Now Jupiter is going to come into the mix on June 2nd. It's going to be 3 degrees Taurus in the first house. Jupiter is a planet of abundance, generosity, positivity, luck, expansion, achievement, and excess. Taurus is grounded, peaceful, sensual, stable, practical, and earthy, and it is the I have sign. First house is the house of self, appearance, attitude, identity, our approach to life, our physical body, our image, and it is the I am house. So what I got from this, okay, Jupiter, Venus, and Pluto all together with this T-square, is that we are going to be in a position where we need to choose what is of value to us. What brings about the abundance, positivity, and expansion that we desire, and using what we feel and what we know in conjunction to determine what we want to have for ourselves, and also what we're willing to give others as well. T-squares are something that I'm learning about, okay? And from what I've learned is that they are even more difficult than an opposition. And I feel like the most friction, the most difficulties that's going to come from this is the conflict that comes from choosing yourself. Because like I said, this is the I am. And I feel like the way that we reconcile these energies is about focusing on who we want to be and actually putting in the effort to let that play out. Like, you have to approach life in a way that reflects who you want to be. And what you're going to have is going to be based on what you're willing to give. And that is what you're willing to give when it comes to sacrifice, and just what you're willing to give when it comes to your time and your effort. Also, patience. How patient are you willing to be? Because like I said, this is going to last for about 2 weeks. 2 weeks and a half, 2 to 3 weeks. I also have that it's going to be a challenge of staying grounded and stable in the midst of great transformation. Okay, with this Pluto energy, it's deep transformation. It's deep transformation, and it can be hitting you in multiple aspects of your life, and it's definitely hitting close to home with that 4th house energy. Okay, so this is not just choosing yourself in a kind of lighthearted way. This is about choosing yourself when it comes to people that can be family, or people who you've known for a long, long time, people who may have played a very integral role in your life, and now it's time to break away. This can also be a releasing of generational karma, but also a releasing of, it's like pulling the weeds out of course they're going to start mowing and doing the lawn work when I'm doing the video, but it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure if you watch YouTube, you know how it goes sometimes. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's like pulling out the weeds of what was planted in the past, regardless of you if you planted it or not. This is an opportunity to really look at yourself as a garden. Really, if you look at yourself as a garden and you check the landscape, you check to see what's growing, and you check to see if what's growing within you, what's growing within your garden, is conducive, if it's beneficial, and what direction is it taking you in. And also, stepping out of your comfort zone in a way that you, something about groundwork. Okay, groundwork. It is. Like, I don't think I'm going too deep into it. I think it really is kind of like, in some ways, it's going to be kind of building up from the bottom. And it's building up from the bottom with greater wisdom, though. Greater wisdom and also a plan. I feel like with the Taurus energy of being grounded and practical, a plan is going to come together. Even if you only get like the first 1 or 2 steps, that's the plan. You know, you follow those steps and then you get whatever else needs to come. But yeah, so it's gonna grounded and stable in the midst of great transformation. I'm not gonna go too deep into that. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so June 3rd, which is the next day, Sun is going to sextile Chiron. Okay, Sun is in Gemini, of course, is in the 2nd house. Chiron is in Aries, where it's been for a minute, and it's falling in the 12th house. The Sun is about our ego, our personality, identity, self-expression, our will, how we assert ourselves. Gemini is social, observant, perceptive, communicative, mental, duality. It is the I think sign. 2nd house is the house of money, work, income, daily routines, values, material possessions, priorities, habits, skills, work ethic, personal resources, security, self-esteem, and it is the I have house. Yeah, it's the I have house. So we have 2 I haves. We have the Taurus I have, and we have the 2nd house I have. And you know, Taurus was the 2nd house. Anyways, Chiron is the point of healing. It's reintegration, wounded warrior, wounded healer. It stimulates our inner strength. Aries is passionate, temperamental, fierce, forceful, courageous, impulsive, pioneering, competitive, and it is the I am sign. So I am is coming out twice too, I believe. Didn't we say I am? Yeah. With the 1st house. Aries rules 1st house. Yes. And that's going to be in the 12th house, the house of endings, healing, spirituality, solitude, karma, the subconscious, and limitations. And it is I dream. So what I got from this energy is the quote. I meant to actually look up who said this, but I forgot to, and now it's a little too late. But it is the I think, therefore I am energy. This is about healing and breaking through limitations placed on us either by external sources or ourselves. This is rising to the occasion after integrating lessons and wisdom and experience acquired and applied. It's about the work you've done on yourself, for yourself, manifesting as some type of completion in your life. So that, you know, it all ties together. Like what I said before, we got into June 3rd, it leads right into it. Okay, it leads right into it, and all of that together is what we're going to be experiencing this week. And I got this, was this today? Yeah, this morning I started my healthy habits and changing my daily routine because I took the energy and I wanted to apply it. And what I got is the forgiveness of Venus. Okay, so like I said, this is about, it's going to be conflicting, it's going to be friction, it's going to be challenging, and it's going to have to do with, you know, family, people who have been around for a long time, played an integral role in your life. Forgiveness, okay? Whether this is forgiving others, forgiving yourself, or both. Forgiveness is going to express that Venus energy, okay? That love, beauty, devotion, and the assertiveness of Pluto, okay? That power, okay? The power of Pluto. Putting those two together, you can be forgiving of others while also being assertive in your stance, in, you know, your point of view. When you are doing things for your highest good and you know, to benefit yourself and others. There's nothing wrong with being assertive when it comes to that, and forgiving any situation, any person, anything that feels threatened or is somehow at a disadvantage or a loss because you are choosing yourself. And that can play out in so many different ways. Okay, there are so many different examples in which that could play out. I'm not going to get into them. Like, you know your life and you know if this is resonating for you, but that's what I got. Okay, forgiveness, and the forgiveness of Pluto, and the assertiveness of the forgiveness of Venus, and the assertiveness of Pluto. And also, when it comes to that Aquarius energy, Aquarius are humanitarians. So you can get that, like, a urge, a sense, or like a spark of energy to kind of put others before you during this time. And other people may come at you in that way. When it comes to humanitarianism, you are a human as well, okay? And you have to put yourself first, okay? This is a time where you have to value yourself and your priorities, okay? So that is what I have for the astrology, but I'm not done yet. I pulled some oracle cards and some tarot cards for each sign. It might get time-stamped, it might not, but let's go ahead and get into those. So Aries, your oracle card is escapist. Come home to yourself. I am using the Believe in Your Magic, the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck and the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck. So come home to yourself is what we have for Aries. And then we have the King of Wands, okay? So the King of Wands is definitely Aries energy. I see this as you coming home to your power, okay? Coming into your own power and almost building a home, okay? Building a home, building a structure out of that, building stability out of wielding your own power. And that doesn't mean, you know, being forceful or being over dominant when it comes to other people, but it, like, when it comes to you, like wielding your power over yourself and using that energy to create. Okay, using that energy to create. Take the escapist part out of it, okay? I don't want this to be like, oh, you need to escape or something like that. It's more so landscape. You need to build, okay? This is about building, creating and building. Taurus, we have release your guilt. Clover, release your guilt. So like I said, it comes to choosing yourself over whoever you've known for however long you've known them. Release your guilt. And Ace of Cups. This is a time where you need to give to yourself emotionally. And it will be hard to give to yourself emotionally if you are feeling guilt or feeling shame or feeling any negative energies based off of what you can't control and choosing to do what's best for you. Gemini, yeah, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. We have justice is coming. Okay, justice is coming. So whatever it is that you're going through, the situation will be reconciled. And when I did air sign reading, which Gemini's air signs, they got a very clear message to allow things to unfold and allow the divine to be the one to bring about justice versus trying to force it. And I do believe that that is something that not just Geminis, but all signs are going to have to deal with. We might need to make a video about that. Anyways, your tarot card is the Knight of Swords. Look at that, okay? Knight of Swords is definitely air sign energy. And look at this. She has a sword in her closet, and he has a sword as well. with this, these two, like, with Knight of Swords, I say when it comes to any negative thoughts or any impulsive thoughts, like, justice is coming, okay? Things are working out for you. If you get into the mindset of like a roundabout, also, almost like kind of going round and round, you need to cut through that. Cut through that and be keenly focused on what you do want and what you want the result and the outcome to be, okay? Cancers. Okay, Cancers, we have protest, start a revolution. That is definitely Pluto energy. And we have the King of Cups. Look at you, Cancers. Y'all coming out in y'all reading too. That's amazing. Look at all of us showing up for ourselves. Okay? And I think that is with a message for Cancer, to show up for yourself. To show up for yourself and put in effort. Okay? Emotional stability, emotional balance. Okay, you know you a Cancer, so don't you need to be emotionally stable. Okay, you need to be emotionally secure and emotionally balanced while you go through this, because a revolution, like, it's a protest. A protest can get really heightened. You know, protests can turn into riots. So that's not the way that we need to go. Okay, for the Cancers, it's a protest. Peaceful protest, not a riot, okay? And the way to keep a peaceful protest is to keep a peaceful state of mind and control over your emotions. Leos are next. We have expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval, right? Cancer, Leos. Okay. Leos, expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. I knew I should have wrote it down. And your tarot card is the World. Okay, so don't seek anyone's approval. That is self-explanatory. Honestly, with the World, I feel like it's crazy to tell Leos this, but Leos, maybe you do need to, like, revolve around yourself. Like the saying, what is it? The world doesn't revolve around you, or the sun doesn't revolve around you. Whatever the saying is, maybe it needs to. Okay, for a little bit. Maybe it needs to for this week. Because as things come to a completion, Leos can get that I guess it's an insult, but I really feel like it can just be, I don't know what the word is, but don't let anybody make you feel that because you're a Leo, oh, you're thinking of yourself. That's what Leos do. Leos always the center of attention. They're always thinking of themselves. Da, 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 da. Yeah, you are. And it's not because you're a Leo. It's because you're a human being. Yeah, you are thinking of yourself as you go through this transformation and you come upon this ending and this renewal. Yeah, you are thinking about yourself. And that's okay. As long as you aren't, wrongly sacrificing anybody or being unjust, put yourself first. Don't seek anyone's approval. Who's next? Virgo, right? Yeah. Virgo, evil queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. Okay? Virgos, you deserve sugar and not salt. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, Virgos, be careful for anybody who wants to come around just trying to spark your energy. Okay, do not let anyone come around with their salt and try to rub it in your wounds to set fire or set light to your peaceful, calm demeanor. I feel like for Virgos, depending on your other planets, um, you usually are grounded, you usually are practical, and you usually are stable. And I feel like that there may be people who want to purposefully dig that up, like get a shovel and like dig into your earth, to like dig into your earth and start a fire pit, like almost. And no, don't allow them to do that. If anybody comes around with that energy, Ace of Cups them, okay? Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups them, and just walk away, okay? And maybe not even sugar, honey, okay? Honey, yeah. Who's next? Libra? Libras. Okay, so Libras, homeward, take yourself out on a date. Okay, and Libras are kind of romantic. And we have the Six of Swords. This is you completely just like tuning out. Okay, Libras, your advice is just to tune out. To tune out and just like focus. Like again, it's all about focusing on yourself. But take yourself out on a date. And Six of Swords, it's like just move forward. You know, I feel like Libras, if you're watching this, you probably have given all that you can to this situation, and there's nothing left to give. It's to give to the situation and give to other people. It's just about giving to yourself, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, and keeping your mind on the prize, keeping your mind going in the direction that you desire. Scorpios? Wow. Scorpios, I got Phoenix, and in one of my tarot decks, the Phoenix is like death, rebirth, and there's a Phoenix rising out, and you know death is a Scorpio card. So we have Phoenix. How's that for a happily ever after? And then we have this once upon a time. Something really brought me to that once upon a time, and I usually don't look at that, but with this one I feel like if somebody was going around like telling lies about you or telling stories and making up things about you, the truth is going to come out. Okay, the truth is going to rise out from the ashes. What was done in the dark is going to come to the light. That's what I see for Scorpios with that oracle card. And then we have the sun, so that's light. Okay, you go from more so dark clouds, dark, and then you know you have the fire and the light, and then again it's kind of like dark, but then you have the light. Yeah, anyways, I feel like what was done in the dark is going to come to the light. And if you have been, and remember, of course we're talking about this week, but this energy is going to go on to June 14th. So I feel like this is going to be an intense rebirth, because there may be some truths that are revealed that come to light. And with everything else at play, home, family, roots, security, this could really set you free. Okay, this could really set you free to go about a new course and to truly live out your destiny. I'm lost. Sagittarius. Right? Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Aquarius, Pisces. So yeah, gold. You don't need someone else to fix you, Sagittarius. That was so sweet. Um, Sagittarius, I'm just getting this feeling that you need a lot of love. Okay, you need a lot of loving energy. what's that song? JoJo. Is gold. You got that love and something. Your loving is gold. Like you need the golden standard of love, but you need to give it to yourself. And the thing about it is, you can. You know, you're gonna have some people in your life where you pretty much expect to get like the golden standard when it comes to love, but at the end of the day, the only person that you can really count on to give you that high quality of love is yourself. And if other people come into your life and they give you that and they like support you truly, that's great, that's amazing, that's wonderful, but you need to be that for yourself first. And also, in order to attract that into your life, you have to be that. So that's what I'm seeing for Sagittarius, is that this is going to be a time to really and then we have Venus. So up your standards when it comes to love, the love that you give yourself and the love that you're willing to receive from others. And you will see how powerful and transformative that is for you. Your tarot card is the Four of Wands. So what's this? It's cool to go out and have fun, and like what I'm feeling is like you are only allowing people to kind of, and it's not that you're only allowing people, I feel like it's the people that are around you, okay? The specific people that are around you, you are not really willing to let them in. And maybe you know that's because they shouldn't be. Like, I feel like it's the type of energies that you can have fun with, and it can be lighthearted, and you can just like play and go out, maybe have drinks and stuff like that. And even with family, like it may be, you know, a really kind of base level, shallow type of energy. And I'm not calling the people around you shallow, some of them may be, but I'm just really getting the sense of that there are no true, deep, meaningful connections in your life that reflect that golden standard of love, that it heals and it's powerful. And I have so many thoughts coming into my mind. And I lost it. Okay, I had so many thoughts coming into my mind and I lost it. But anyways, excuse me. Who told you to listen to opening up like that? Oh. And Sagittarius, maybe y'all open the doors up to let people into your life a little too easily. Should probably not do that, work on that. But what was I thinking? It was something about the planets, but I don't remember. But yeah, you know how some people, their families, and then it can reflect in their friendships. It's just like, that's your family. You know them. You know their first name, their middle name, their last name, their birthday. You know certain things about them, but you don't actually know them, and they don't actually really know you. It just wasn't that type of relationship. It just wasn't that type of family dynamic where it was depths. Okay, it was deep. You know, where you have truly meaningful conversations and interactions, and maybe because of that you never really truly expected that from your friends as well. It was just always kind of like surface level relationship dynamics, regardless of how they came in. And then it probably got to a point where maybe all that was okay. Family being surface level is cool, friends being surface level is cool, but then when you go to actually have like legit love in your life, and maybe marriage and family and doing all that, oh wait, this is surface level too. We're never gonna actually, you know, get deep with each other. No. Yeah. But, you know, we are souls, we are spirits first. We are spirits here having a human experience, and you may want to check into your natal chart to see what you are here to learn as an individual, that you were even placed in a family in a reality where there was never that. You know, it was never that golden standard of love, and it was always surface level. Capricorns, we have wings. You never needed those wings to fly. And your tarot card is the King of Swords. Capricorns, I feel like this is finally making up your mind. Finally making up your mind and becoming mentally strong, mentally capable of rising to the occasion of whatever it is that you need to rise to. So, considering the astrology that we already talked about and what that can look like in your life, I feel like the message here is that whatever it is that you think that you need, that you feel like you don't have, you do have it. And it's probably within you. And if you're going out and you're looking for it from other people, it's not there. It's within you. And to find it, you have to know it. Okay, you have to know it. It's not just going to fall into your lap. You have to do the work. You have to become mentally strong, and not only mentally strong with yourself, but also mentally strong when it comes to other people. Because you never know. You never know who's in your life. Well, not you never know. That's not right. If there are people in your life who either subliminally or even, you know, outright to your face are trying to make you feel like you need them or you can't do this without them or anything like that, you have to cut that off. Okay? Don't let anybody drain your energy, and don't let anybody what's the word? Like, don't let anybody sit you down, I guess. Like, no, stand your ground, fly, soar. Don't let don't let anybody ground you. I said stand your ground, so I don't want it to be all confusing. Like, stand your ground, but don't let anybody ground you and make you feel like you can't move. You are restricted. Okay, that is definitely double energy, and I believe Capricorn is, yeah, Capricorn and the devil and the tarot are symbolically linked. Yeah, I think that's it. Aquarius, we have bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. Okay, stand up for yourself. And like I was saying, the Aquarius, and we have the Lovers. Okay, stand up for yourself. And the Lovers, that means making choices. Okay, making choices that you stand up for yourself. Whatever choices that you need to make that is going to require you to stand up for yourself and stand your ground, you have to do that. And like I said, Aquarius is our humanitarians, and if you are in the position where you have been putting other people before you, you are a human too, okay? And you have to advocate for yourself. That's what we need to say. Advocate for yourself. Stand up for yourself and advocate for yourself when it comes to the choices that you need to make for yourself, and especially choices when it comes to who you align with and what you align with. If there's anything that needs to be sacrificed, or any person, like anything that needs to be sacrificed, I'm looking at this kind of more as habits, ways of being, ways of thinking, you know, things that you could have been there since you was a child. It's just what you grew up in. It's time to realign yourself to what is actually truly a reflection of you. Not a reflection of the environment you grew up in, the people, the friends, or the circumstances. Like, no, a reflection of who you are as a soul, as an individual. Pisces, we have stars. You can manifest every wish, and I feel like that is such a Pisces card. Okay, I was trying to count them, but I'm about to, like, the cards are kind of stuck together. I wanted to make sure I hit every zodiac sign. If not, I guess I'll be making some more videos. Stars, you can manifest your every wish. We have the Queen of Swords, Pisces. You can manifest your every wish, but I feel like this is you being careful of people who know that you are powerful, who know that you are attractive, and that, like, attractive in a way that you are a manifester. I'm getting, okay, so you know, Ariana Grande, she has that song, um, Magic. It's like magic. You know, that song. I'll link it in the description box. But then she also has that other song, Motive. What's your motive? Yeah, I feel like those two songs are like the energy for Pisces is like, you're like magic, okay? You're like magic, and people know this, and maybe you know this about yourself, and maybe you're learning this about yourself, but you need to figure out what other people's motives are, okay? You need to figure out what other people's motives are, and you just never know who is silently trying to sabotage you, regardless of what role they were supposed to play in your life. Okay, you never know who is actually trying to sabotage you and keep you from being able to reach your full potential, because they see your full potential and they don't see themselves being a part of it. Alright, so that's what I have for Pisces, all signs. I hope y'all enjoyed the reading, and I will see you all next time. Alright, bye.